FanWing Fest was honestly one of the best weekends of my life. If you told me 10 years ago when I first started reading Wings of Fire that I would someday be meeting Tui, wearing a Peril fursuit that I'd made myself, I would have passed out from excitement. Getting to wear her to this event was one of the best things I've ever done, so I wanted to share a bit about my experience with everyone. I put on Peril as soon as I got to the venue, but I had to wait for my friends because they were not here yet, so I thought, oh, I'll just wander around, check everything out, and as soon as I came into view, people immediately started noticing me, and everyone started clapping, which is a very wonderful welcome. I felt very appreciated. As I tried to get to the back of the line, I would say about 70 to 80% of the people there stopped me for pictures, which was great. I love getting pictures with people. It's one of my favorite parts of wearing Peril is seeing how happy she makes everyone and all the pictures people get with me. I love it. It makes me very happy. Once I was finally able to make it to the back of the line, I was gifted a lovely Peril sticker, and I put it in the front page of my copy of Escaping Peril, which is where I put all of my Peril stickers. I loved it so much, it was so cute. I also got this lovely Skywing keychain. I love that so much. Very, very cool. And I got this cool Peril button. They all live in my Peril shrine, and I love them all. I also met some other fursuiters, which was neat. And the line was very long, so unfortunately I was stuck in Peril for quite a while, but it's okay, we made it through. And then I also got these cool prints from my friend Kat. The first one has all the Dragonets of Destiny. The second one is our beloved Queen Wasp, looking very fierce, very scary. And then Darkstalker, I love her design for Darkstalker. The big horns, all of it's just super cool. I love all the accessories and armor on all the dragons in here. And then we have our beloved Queen Scarlet with her gnarly face. It looks incredible. I love it so much. All of these are hung up in my room. I highly recommend her. Her stuff's great. After meeting up with my friends, the first thing I was really excited for was giving my friend Kat tonight her fursuit head that I'd been making. It's of her OC Gaboon, who is a Rain Knight Seawing Tribrid. I was so glad I was able to finish her just in time for FanWing Fest. She's honestly one of my best fursuit heads so far, and I'm so proud of her, and I was so glad that I was able to finish her in time for this event. Once you got checked in, they gave you a bunch of stuff. The first thing was this bookmark. If you move it up and down, it looks like clay is flying at you. The other side just has a bit of information. And yeah, I just thought it was a cute little freebie to give to people. And then next, you also got a paperback version of the Dragonet Prophecy, the limited edition one. And that is signed by Tui. So that is very cool. It's going to replace my other one I have. And they gave you a lanyard. And they had different stickers for each tribe. And depending on what tribe you got was when you got to see Tui. I actually was originally a Nightwing, and that was for the morning photo op with Tui. But I was not able to make it, so I went back and they gave me a Seawing, which I like Seawings more, so that definitely works out for me. I'm very glad about that. And then the main thing is the Wings of Fire fan art booklet. They collected a bunch of artwork from people, and then they put it in the book, and now everyone gets to see it. There's a lot of great art in here. I think it's really cute. There's a lot of Peril, which makes me incredibly happy. So I thought that was a lovely idea. I will keep this forever. All of this. It's great stuff. Very happy with it. Once we got in the building, I was really excited. I got my signed copy of the Dragonet Prophecy and all the little things that they gave you when you got in. And we just started walking around, and once again, a lot of people wanted pictures with me, which, again, I love that, very fun. And there were a lot of displays of, like, the book covers with the characters. It was very cool. Very unfortunately, they did not have the cover of Escaping Peril, so I could not pose with Peril or anything, but that's okay. I got to pose with Clay instead, which is... okay, I guess. But if you know me, you know I'm a real Perunny shipper, so unfortunately there was also no Sunny, but it's okay. I still really liked what they had set up. It was really cool, and I really liked having a good backdrop for pictures. I thought that was really cool. My friends and I kind of just walked around the main area for a bit, got a lot of pictures with people, and Scholastic actually interviewed me. They just did, they asked me a few questions, and they took my picture. No idea what happened with that, if it got posted anywhere, but I thought that was pretty neat. The next thing that was planned was the costume parade. That was really fun. I really liked that. I loved seeing all the other cosplayers. I was really surprised there were so many, but I love Wings of Fire cosplays. We always need more. I think everyone should make one. There was one in particular that was a Glory cosplay that had moving wings. It was super cool, but in general, I loved seeing everyone's. It was so cool seeing all the creativity in the fandom, and I'm really glad I was able to contribute to it with Peril. After the costume parade, they had a little thing where you could go up onto the stage and do a little spin and show around your OC. That was really fun. I loved seeing everyone's OCs in that, and everyone was really excited to see Peril, which was very cool. I really enjoyed that. Next up was the Mike Holmes panel, but shortly after it started I was getting a bit overheated and I'd left my water in the car, so I had to go out and get it. And on the way back, I got a text from my friends that said, "Mike is talking about you." What? Yeah, so apparently, while I was away, Mike was asked about his favorite fan interaction, and it turns out it was me! Incredibly surreal experience, and also, oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed it! Thankfully, I was sent the footage thanks to Dog Lover Likes Doge. Thank you so much. I can't believe I missed it, but that's very cool. I was freaking out when I heard that. And fortunately, I found him after the panel, and I got to talk to him a bit, which was really nice. He's such a nice person.
Thank you. So, with being here at Wings of Fire, I saw you walking around out there, and I know you've done events similar to this before. Can you remember a time that has been your favorite interaction with a Wings of Fire fan?
I can, and I can also say that they are here today.
Ooh, is it today?
Everybody, well, not the interaction was not today. Okay. It was actually last month, and when there was somebody walking around in a Peril costume who came up here, and the crowd obviously went nuts, and I felt the exact same way. I was doing a signing last week in Charlottesville, or last month in Charlottesville. And they came up and introduced themselves, and I was just sitting there with my mouth open, like, what are you doing? It was so cool.
It's so impressive the amount of work that goes into these costumes, and everybody has their own spin on it, and the OCs and everything. It's very...
And then there was Tui's panel. She read out a bit of book 16, but we weren't allowed to record, so no spoilers, but I'm very excited for it. She mentioned that one of her favorite characters to write for was Peril, and I was freaking out about that, because yes, I love Peril, she's my baby! So it was really nice to hear that she's one of Tui's favorites. Finally, at the end of the day, I was able to meet Tui Sutherland. Making my Peril fursuit genuinely changed my life and made the last year amazing. I've met so many amazing people, had so many amazing experiences. It's done wonders for me. So I was beyond nervous to meet the person who had created the character that I love so dearly and who's changed my life. She was so nice though. I talked to her really briefly, and it turns out people had been asking her all day if she had seen me, which was crazy to me that I was even on her radar like that, so that was really nice to hear. She even signed my fursuit. She said she thinks it's amazing, and she thanked me for coming out to show it to her. She's such a nice person. It was such a nice experience. I also gave Tui just 1 or 2 of some Peril drawings I've done, not that many. I'm showing it on screen right now. As you can see, it's just 1 or 2 little ones. Anyway, I gave her all of these, and she loved them. She was going through them, and she really liked the one where I drew Peril looking at the camera as the house is burning. She was cracking up at that, which made me incredibly happy. I was really glad I got to give these to her. And I think I might need to reprint these out and make a whole Peril wall for myself. But I'm really glad she liked it. I was really hoping she would, and I'm really glad that she liked that one in specific, because I feel like that was a really good one. So, I was really happy about that. Mike was there as well, so me, Mike, Tui, and my friend Kat all got a photo together. It was such an incredible moment, and I'm never gonna forget it. One of my favorite parts of this weekend was getting to finally meet and hang out with some online friends I've met through the fandom. It was such a fun time, and I'm so sad that it's over. At the same time, I am so glad and appreciative that through this fandom, I was able to make friends who I cherish dearly. I would not be where I am without them, and I'm so glad I got to spend that time with them, and I can't wait to do it again at the next FanWing Fest next year. Fingers crossed! Thank you to everyone who stopped me to get photos, talked to me, and told me I inspired them. Hearing that I have inspired people, and seeing the things I've inspired people to create will always make my day. We always need more Wings of Fire fursuits and cosplays, and I'm so happy I was able to contribute to that.